Hi guys, I'm Abigail. Today I'm going to talk about how I improved my English speaking skills. As you can listen, today I'm going to talk in English because I just want you to see or check my English level. I will not edit video too much. I will edit but not to show my English perfect. And I didn't write script because with the same reason, I want you to see and check my real English level, which is weird because when I speak in Korean in my videos, I write script. So I will make mistakes. I will not be perfect. Did I say I will tell you 3 tips or 4 tips? I don't know because I didn't write script. But I'll tell you the first tip. You need to speak English. It's my first tip. It's so clear, but not many people are doing this. I know this because I didn't speak English when I studied English for a long time. So I started to study English when I was 10, like at school. We study English at school. And when I was in middle school, I studied a lot of English because I prepared. I wanted to go to foreign language high school, so I studied English a lot. But even then, I didn't speak English. I memorized a lot of vocabulary, but I didn't speak English. I remember when I was in middle school, maybe 1 year, I had class with native speaking teacher, but I didn't have chances to speak in English because in our class there were more than 30 people in one class. I went to Seoul Foreign Language High School, but you can imagine that I could speak a lot of English in that school, but it wasn't like that. We had some classes like we can communicate with native teacher, but it was also similar to middle school class. The only difference was in one class there were 17 students. But still, we were so cautious about each other's English because, we didn't like it when someone speaks English very well. We think, oh, she's trying to speak like native too much, like 발음 굴린다. Yeah, so we didn't also have a lot of chances to speak in English. But I know that now to learn how to speak any language, we really need to speak. So there can be many ways. First, maybe you can get a native tutor, which is very expensive. Or you can do phone call classes, which is my business. But there are other many ways too. So you can make friends with native speakers, or you can join a study group that even it's okay if there are only Koreans. It's okay. I think it's okay. But sometimes, at least once a month, it would be nice to speak with native speakers. I always ask anyone who asks me how to study English, how to learn how to speak English, I ask them back, like, how many hours do you speak English in a week? And normally they don't speak any English in a week. And a surprising thing with my English learning is I started my business, English education business, 5 years ago, and my English skills have been improved since then a lot. And for those 5 years, I didn't even study English. I didn't set a time to study English. My English speaking skills improved a lot, even though I didn't study. but I spoke English 1 hour or 30 minutes at least, yeah, on average, because it was my work to interview a new Canadian teachers or American teachers. Sometimes if there are many candidates, there like applicants, then I speak like 3 hours a day. So what I'm saying is, anyhow, you need to speak. You need to speak. And second way I recommend is don't focus on studying English. Please focus on something you really like and study that in English. I am very interested in minimalism. I'm also interested in vegetarianism. I am not vegetarian, but I'm interested in that. Living in a van, exploring worlds, like traveling. I'm interested in many topics like this. And I found a lot of videos on YouTube. So what I recommend is if you are into fashion, please find videos about fashion in English. It's very easy because, especially for English, we can always find a lot of resources in English than Korean. I rarely watch videos about learning English. I watch videos that I'm interested in, but they speak in English, so I learn English. So at first, I didn't understand perfectly, and even now, I don't understand perfectly, but now I understand like 90%, sometimes 80%, depending on the videos. Maybe this tip applies to someone who can listen English, like who can understand some English. You can find some easy videos about the topics that you are interested in. If you are really interested in those topics, maybe you want to know what they are saying, because I'm really into minimalism and there are a lot of videos about minimalism in English, and I really want to listen like what they are talking about. So I listen maybe twice or three times. I just listen to it. While I'm washing dishes, I didn't even pay too much attention sometimes. I just let them speak. And as time goes by, you will find yourself understand more and more. My third tip is to work with English. That sounds weird. I think it's really important tip. You can find some things that you can do with English. For example, you can make Airbnb. So like you can rent your room if you are married couple or family, and then there will be clients, or there will be customers, and you need to speak English to them. You can make your own study group to speak English, or like there are many things that you can do actually. Even it doesn't have to be full-time job, and you don't have to be paid. What I'm trying to say is you can learn more when you work or when you do something with English. And fourth tip is similar to second tip but different. My husband and I watched a lot of TV shows. One of our hobbies is to watch dramas, like TV shows in English. We like to watch with Korean subtitles, but we like to watch English TV shows. We sometimes watch Korean TV shows together, but I think maybe 70% or 80% of of the TV shows that we watch is in English. So, and we don't even have burden to study English. Like we just enjoy TV shows. If we only watch TV shows, maybe it will not improve our English too much, but we are speaking in English and we are working with English, and also we are listening to many YouTube videos, and all of these things combine and help us to grow. We watched Friends together, we watched How I Met Your Mother, we watched all the episodes. We didn't miss any episode. Okay, I can think of so many shows that we watched. Modern Family, we watched Modern Family. Maybe next time I can be more prepared and make a better video. But today I wanted to make like this. As I said, I didn't want to use script. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Oh, and I need to mention that my husband and I went to Canada for 2 months and Australia for 5 months, but that's after we were like 22. So we, before then, we haven't been to any countries like English speaking countries like America or Canada. Before, like 5 years ago, my English was poor. Even though I studied a lot. 정말 한국말로 하고 싶은데 이거 정말 완전 제가 예전에 영어 공부했던 방식이랑 진짜 달라요. 너무 제가 옛날에 생각했던 거랑 아예 다른 방식으로 저는 영어를 배웠어요. 영어를 너무 많이 늘렸는데 그 방식이 진짜 옛날에 한 10년 동안 하던 방식이 잘못된 거예요. 알죠? 바이바이.